Are you joining your first fantasy football league and nervous you're going to look clueless? I got you covered. For starters, what is a fantasy football team? Your fantasy team is made up of NFL players that you get to pick. Whenever your players score points, you score points. And if they gain yards, you also score points. Every team has the same number of players and everyone in the league gets to pick their own roster. How do you pick your players? Well, that brings us to the draft. Before the season starts, you and everyone in your league take turns drafting players to rep your team. Think middle school dodgeball style, except it usually happens online. Every week, you'll have a chance to set your lineup and even add new players that aren't already on a roster. So if you want Taylor Swift's boyfriend, this is the time to get him. So how do you actually win? Each week, you'll match up against another team in your league. You'll both set a starting lineup, usually consisting of a quarterback, a predetermined set of running backs, wide receivers, and other positions. Whichever team scores more points wins the game. And throughout the season, if you win enough, you'll qualify for your league's playoffs. You're probably thinking, do I need to be a football expert to know what I'm doing? The answer is no. Lean into that beginner's luck. Be a little Delulu with it. And don't worry about learning every player's positions and names. Every drafting site lists its top players from best to worst. So if you legit have zero football knowledge, just use those rankings to guide you. My 3 last tips for you. 1, search online for mock drafts so you can get some practice in. 2, do not pick a quarterback in the first round unless you never want to live it down. And 3, remember to set your lineup every week because nobody likes a quitter. So here's to a great season and to making men run around on our behalf.